Hi, in this tutorial we're going to go over how to create an assignment. So I'm going to start in my test course as per usual, and then I am going to click on either assignments, and I can go to the plus assignment button, or I can go to my modules and I can take an already created module and add an assignment, click new assignment, title it. So this is going to be practice assignment for video. Now, assignments are going to have some very interesting things with them. So we want to click on it. And then we want to click edit. So when we make an assignment, you're going to add whatever content you want to your rich content editor. So let's say this assignment is over the smallest living things and their anatomy. Okay, then I can add, like usual, my hyperlinks. I can add pictures. I can make a video of myself teaching them something. I can add a document. I can add tables. I can add files from my Google Drive, or I can embed YouTube videos. I can put in GIFs. I can put in a whole bunch of different things. So I'm going to create this assignment based on what I want them to learn about. Then I am going to put in points. So I can make it worth 10 points, 50 points, whatever. I can put it, this is what I'm going to put it in my gradebook as. It's going to be an assignment. I can decide, do I want this to be a percentage? Do I want it to just be a completion grade where it's complete or incomplete? Do I want it for points? Do I want it to be a letter grade? Do I want it to go on the GPA scale? Or do I want it to simply just not be graded, just something that they do? I can put, do not count this assignment towards the final grade if I just want it to be something that they do. Now, submission type. If this is an online paper, I have a couple different things I can do. A text entry just makes a text box. They can put in a URL. They can add their answer there. I can make it a website URL, which means they have to put in like a Google Doc URL or something else that proves that they put their work on there, like you're having them make, Google Slides or Nearpod or something else that they're doing on a website. I can make them record something, or I can have them simply upload a file. If I'm doing an on-paper submission, that means they're going to turn in a paper copy. Or I can do an external tool. This is where we're going to get to create a Google Cloud assignment, which is the equivalent of in Google Classroom making a copy for every student. I'm going to do that one in a little bit later in a different video because there's a lot to do with that. So if I decide I want this to be an online entry and I'm going to make them do a text entry, I can have unlimited attempts, or I can limit the attempts and put how many attempts they get at it. I can make this a group assignment if I have my groups already created. So I can set a group name, I can say self-sign up, I can split them into 4 different groups, or I can create the groups manually and then click save. Then I can also require peer reviews. If I require a peer review, it means that I can manually assign who does which peer's paper. I can automatically assign peers for review, or I can have them appear anonymously. So if I do a manual assign and I say like, all right, I'm going to have Susie edit Bob's paper, and then I'm going to put the peer review as anonymous because I don't want Susie and Bob to know that they edited each other's. I can include this assignment's grade when syncing to my students' Infinite Campus. I can assign this to everyone or a specific student. I need to put a due date in. So let's say I want it to be due on the 5th, and they can start it on the 5th, or let's say they can start it on the 4th and they have until the 5th. I can change the time in here. So like, let's say I don't want to be receiving stuff at 9 p.m. or midnight. I want to receive it no later than 5 o'clock p.m. done. Anything after 5 will be late. I can add, let's say I didn't assign it to everybody, I can add it to a second student. So I could add this to, a different person, a different course, however I wanted this to go. And that's how you do an assignment. Remember to click save.